Hello everyone, my name is Theresa and I will be mentoring the free online course Introduction to Islamic Art at Safe Cultural Heritage Group. I am very excited to be on this journey with you in the course of the next 6 weeks. First, a bit about myself. I am currently completing my master's degrees in art history and classical archaeology at the University of Vienna in Austria. While finishing my MLit at the University of St Andrews in Scotland a few years ago, I fell in love with the field referred to as Islamic art, a term we will talk about in more detail throughout the course. My primary focus of interest are illuminated manuscripts, ranging from late antiquity to the Middle Ages and even the early modern period. I will be very happy to introduce them to you in this course, as well as a wide range of genres and materials, such as architecture, sculpture, ceramics, and so on. Of course, I can only touch upon this vast area of study. Therefore, I have picked out some case studies that I have dealt with myself during my studies, and also some sites that I have visited in the past. As I'm still completing my studies, I am by no means an expert, but it is definitely a topic that fascinates me very much, and of which I've read quite a bit about, so I am sure I will be able to guide you in the right direction, should you have any additional queries. I learned about Islamic arts from a European perspective, as I was trained in European arts first. So I am very much open to any kind of feedback from areas all over the world that deal with the topic perhaps differently. But do not worry at all. You do not have to have any prior knowledge of this area, and we are all here to learn together and from each other. As I said, I would like to focus on specific case studies, for which I have established a sort of framework. In week 1, we will talk about the term Islamic art and what it might entail. Some of you might even think, isn't there something about aniconism or prohibition of images in Islam? Then we will look at so-called early Islamic monuments, their architecture and decoration. We will see that there are quite a lot of familiar artistic forms from earlier periods that are used. In week 2, I would like to shift the focus to a building type specific to the Muslim religion, namely mosques, and their ornamentation. What comes to mind when you think about Islamic art? There might be some images of geometric star-shaped motifs coming into your mind, but also monumental script taking on the function of ornament. This will be followed in week 3 by a discussion of palatial architecture and tomb structures, which might be not quite as you would expect in an Islamic context. These include early Islamic desert castles and even quite a famous bathhouse with marvelously colored frescoes still mostly intact. In contrast, you will see Iranian palaces of the famous city of Esfahan from the early modern period. When you think about tomb structures, you might immediately picture the famous Taj Mahal in India, and it might surprise you that monumental tomb structures were not really well received in original Islamic belief. In week 4, we will continue with the Arabic arts of the book, which includes how certain texts were illustrated, as well as how patrons or authors were depicted, a very fascinating subject. It will take us back to artistic conventions of late antiquity and show how closely connected so many subjects are that are seemingly so different. In week 5, I will present the Persian arts of the book to you with some beautifully illustrated copies of different adventures and romance stories. This topic could be a course in itself, so I can only give an overview and a few specific examples. We will talk about the Persian Book of Kings, famous love stories like Layli and Majnun, and the later practice of collecting paintings and calligraphy in albums. Finally, in week 6, I would like to conclude briefly with the notion of Orientalism, Orientalist photography, and the contemporary arts, with a particular focus on Pakistan. Please bear in mind that this field is vast and that I cannot possibly deal with the artistic output of all regions encompassed by the term Islamic arts. I can only guide you through particular snapshots of my choice, which hopefully will help you navigate in this study area in the future. Also, I would like to clarify that I deeply respect the religion of Islam, and that as I'm coming from a Christian background, I hope you can forgive me for any unintentional mistakes I might make, and please let me know through your feedback. I assume we will all come from different cultural backgrounds, so your comments would be highly appreciated on my end. As I've said, I am very interested in your various perspectives. Do write your viewpoints in the comments so that we can all discuss together. I plan on uploading a video every Monday, followed by a short quiz or free writing on the following Wednesday, and then some fun links and activities on Fridays. If you want to receive a certificate at the end, please make sure to complete the short exercises. However, you can only just listen in and participate at your leisure. Please do not hesitate to reach out to me whenever you would like to have additional readings or when you have general queries regarding the topic itself. So, without any further ado, I welcome you all to this course. Thank you for your interest and for taking the time to listen to me. I am looking forward to getting started and to meeting all of you. See you soon. Bye-bye.